Women are 2 times as likely to have it as men. African Americans 2 times as likely as whites. Hispanics 1.5 times as likely as non-Hispanic whites. So this is not only a disease that has huge numbers, 5 million now, rising to 16 million, even as 20 million are dying, but also it has a disparate impact on women and minorities.
I mean, it is, you can see how it impacts then not only those individuals, but then count the number of individuals that are in their family units and neighborhoods that affects as well.
Our polling, when we ask people, do you have it in your family, 1 out of 3 people say they have it in their family. Now that's the financial impact, since this disease, you typically 7 to 8 years after diagnosis that people actually have to be cared for. That's an emotional toll on the family as well, particularly the family caregiver with the primary assignment to do that. 60% of the caregivers are women. There are kids now caring for their grandparents. So the burden of emotional burden, financial burden, physical burden, since caregivers tend to have higher rates of depression and themselves have higher rates of doctor's visits and hospitalizations because of the physical burden of taking care of someone who is totally dependent upon their care. So the impact on families is extraordinary.
And as I said, there is a significant financial burden, and of course, in many ways, this disease is even worse than cancer because it's a living death. Not only, of course, what happens to the patient, but the burden it has on the family and the environment. I mean, it's a devastating disease.
And the impact on families, as you pointed out, is enormous. So how do we turn that pain and that injury to the family into mobilized, engaged, and enraged citizenry that says we have to get at this disease?